Power does what it wants. Power does what it wants. Power does what it wants.
Guys, how we doing here? Today is Rogue Nation. We're out here in Valdosta. We're out here with a subscriber who's had some issues here with some of the local housing programs in Valdosta, and we're going to cover that today. They are going to court on Monday, so this is going to be a call to action. I want to get everyone out there to make the appropriate calls on these folks' behalf so we can stop this tomfoolery hopefully before it gets started. So I'll go over all those numbers and everything later. I'll include them in the description. And right now what we're going to do is we're going to be taking a look at the home, and there's bullet holes in the home. There was a drive-by shooting a couple years ago, I do believe, and part of the responsibility of these people in these programs is to help people get in the homes, but also to fix the homes as well. And as we can see here, we still have the bullet holes in the home. We're going to show those to you. Yeah, it looks like we got one right there.
Okay. You got one over there. We got that one down there.
None of our windows open.
We got this one in the pole right here.
Okay. You see where that one went into the pole. I wonder if they even dug out the... Looks like they dug it out.
Yeah, they dug it out. You can see, like, it done rained a lot, but you can see the paper from the police measuring it.
Oh, yeah.
The size of the bullet. That one, that one. I could just take off the thing and put on it.
Those are the rounds that we use to cover.
Yeah, we covered a lot of them up.
Oh, I see, yeah. Well, you don't have to take all of them off. You can leave them.
But yeah, you can see where we put the little patch over it and stuff. Yeah. You can see way up top up there.
So.
And then I'm gonna show you on the side.
So these guys never fixed the home here.
No,
the windows don't even open.
The windows don't even open.
You can show them finger back.
See the bullet hole right there?
Oh, yeah.
And right here. We patched it up. See
yeah, all these little.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I put all this stuff in.
Yeah. Because that's where it went through in the bottom there.
That was always like that. You got this one.
So we had multiple holes up in here. All right.
All this fence, we put this fence in. You can see we stopped.
So yeah, they were putting a fence in here, guys.
No, we did it ourselves.
Yes. Yeah. Mr. Bernard Parks did.
Yeah, we put
him and his family did to keep people from cutting through their yard.
Yeah.
They were getting ready to grow in a vegetable garden out here.
Yeah, we had a big garden, man. All this was full of garden and stuff right here. We had that tent back here. We had that tent sitting right here. We had the watermelons, we had the cantaloupes and stuff, the peppers. We still got some peppers right here growing.
Mm-hmm.
We just moved out of the way all the rain and wind. And how that big hole is right there, that's what this was. I had to build boxes and stuff and put that stuff like that, put mulch and soil in there so the kids would be able to play out here. That's some okra right there.
Oh, yeah.
You see them big okras on there?
Yeah, yeah.
That's my wife. She do all of the planting and stuff. She the one got the green thumb.
Yeah, I grew some okra up in Indiana. I actually grew too much. I didn't realize how many each plant had, and I ended up growing a whole bunch. So, all right, guys. So, basically, and we'll run down the story here in just a second. We got some paperwork to show you. And basically what happened is these folks had applied to a program here in Valdosta. Rapid rehousing program, and that's being run by a gentleman named Ronnie Mathis, and basically it's a program to get people into the home, and it's supposed to cover certain issues, certain financial facts, and we have a video, and we'll cut to that here now to show you. This is from the gentleman himself telling the Board of it looks like county commissioners what the rapid rehousing program does and what it covers. You can see here from the paperwork here that we're going to show you as well. It's the South Georgia Partnership to End Homelessness, and the executive director is Ronnie Mathis, and it doesn't look like there's a lot of people underneath him. Looks like he's basically running it himself. And this is the three core components of the rapid rehousing program: housing location, case management, and financial. Now we'll get to the financial part here, and it says that what rapid rehousing program covers: housing, utilities, water. So it's supposed to cover that $600 a month, but instead these folks have been paying the whole $600 a month, and we've got the receipts on that. Now, after a year of the program, they're supposed to be done with the program, and they're supposed to be in the house. So we can see here the components are obtain and move into permanent housing. Now, this is supposed to be the permanent housing here. It's a Habitat for Humanity home, and they're supposed to move in, and after a year, they're supposed to own the home, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, and the costs of the home line up with the amount of money that these folks have already paid. And after the year has gone by, these folks started asking about the program, about when it was ending and when they would own the property themselves. And as soon as they started asking questions, all of a sudden it's an issue. So now looking here, it says financial assistance should end and the case should be closed when the household is no longer at imminent risk of returning to homelessness. So the case should be closed. These people, as you'll see from their payments, they've been paying on time every month, and they should definitely be case closed. Now this is the paperwork that Ronnie Mathis filed here just recently in August to get him out of the home. And it says they owe some partial July and August rent. Now they did pay their August rent and he did refund it. We've got the paperwork on that. It looks like the phone number here for Mr. Ronnie is 229-293-7301. This is the counterclaim filed by the Parks for the disposition motion here.
This is from Habitat.
And this is from Habitat.
The family service.
And they don't know what the civil action is about. It says they're under lease contract with Habitat now, and they need to uphold their payment arrangements with Molly. Molly is the executive director here for the Valdosta Habitat for Humanity office. So, and basically, let me switch this around, guys, so you can see me talk a little bit more. So basically what we've got going on, it seems, is this gentleman is well connected here. His brother works for Habitat for Humanity. His sister, I believe, works at the county clerk's office for the local courts. And basically what we have going on here, and it seems that it's happened before, is there's some kind of tomfoolery going around with the program. Now supposedly this house is a Habitat for Humanity home, and when the parks checked on it, the Habitat for Humanity did not know that the parks were even in this home. Okay, the only person that knew about it was the executive director, Miss Molly, and Ronnie Mathis, the gentleman that's running the homeless program. So they were the only two that knew that these folks were in this home. So there's no file for these folks. There's no file saying that they paid this money to live in this home. And now Habitat for Humanity wants them to reapply for this pretty much the same program and to do the program all over again, even after they've already paid, I believe it's like $8,900 over the past year, almost year and a half, to own the home. They're saying that this home is no longer available after the December 31st, and they'll have to move out, and then that they can reapply for the program. Now, our question is, of course, is where did the money go that they've paid for this house already? We can see from some of the financials, we'll get into some of the financials in a minute, that the gentleman that they were paying to was splitting the payments, and we don't know where this money has gone to. We don't know if it's in his pocket. Some of the money that he requested, $50 per month for a security deposit, there's no payment recollection for that in his files, although we do have the parks did excellent records, and they have that on their files. So we're going to look at all this now. We're going to look at some more stuff here, guys. We'll go over it. Now this is a recently dated 8/19/2020. It says, due to complaint at the Habitat for Humanity, project home is ending and your case will come directly to the Lowndes County Habitat for Humanity. It says you will continue to pay your rent as per your rental agreement, but your payment will now come directly to our office. We only accept check or money order, and it says the rental agreement expires on 12/31/2020. Okay, that's because they signed another 6-month rental after they've done their year rental agreement, which they should have been off the program after a year, and they shouldn't have had another lease to begin with. So, and here's the original lease that they had. Notice it just has the young lady's name on it and not the gentleman's.
It's from May.
Yep, this is from May.
The recent 6 month.
And then this is the other May contract with his name on it now. They redid that. And that was their first lease. See, 5/13/19. This is the 6-month lease from June of this year. Still states the same thing here. Now let's look in this first lease here. Now in this first lease, let's get here to it. It says nothing about a $50 a month deposit anywhere in this lease.
They don't even say paid South Georgia Furniture.
It also says here in the lease that they'll pay $600 a month to the landlord, which is the Habitat for Humanity, but they've actually been paying they've been paying Mr. Mathis at the South Georgia thing. Let's see what else we got. We got some pictures of the bullet holes. Let's see what else we got here. This is the police report, the news report on the shooting that took place at the house. So you can see they never fixed, yep.
5/8/14.
Yep, they've never fixed the bullet holes here. cut that through here.
It's Mr. Mathis pulling up.
This is Mr. Mathis pulling up. This is 4/26/2020. It looks like 8 p.m. This is their Ring doorbell. They got a picture of the landlord or Mr. Mathis riding through the neighborhood. This is some pictures of the people that were cutting through their yard before they put the fence up. Now these people obviously put a fence up because they thought that this was going to be their home. This is what they were paying for, so they want to improve it, of course. Hold on, let me take this off for a second. Guys, and this is a letter that Ronnie Mathis sent out. It's needed for the local food stamps. Tells you a little bit. It says that they're responsible for paying an occupancy fee in the amount of $600. Now, from what I'm understanding, the fee for Habitat for Humanity is 10%, right?
It's 30% of your income.
30% of your income.
That include we gotta pay the extra $50 a month.
It's supposed to be based off your income, not more than your income, and that's way more than our income. We on a fixed income.
Right, they're on a fixed income. It's supposed to be 30% of the income, so it should be around about $300 about $300 a month they should be paying, but they're paying double. And again, according to the rapid rehousing program and the parameters set out by it and the grants that this gentleman's supposedly getting, they're not supposed to be paying anything. He's supposed to cover the $600, and you know, that is how they're supposed to get back on their feet.
That was the retaliation.
This is the retaliation. See, it says the house will no longer be available.
Both companies said it. South Georgia Partnership and Habitat.
Okay, and if you notice, these are coming from Director Ronnie Mathis. These aren't coming from Habitat for Humanity. This is more on the rapid rehousing program. This is a case management telephone call. Alright, and here we go. This is the handwritten invoice from the program. And it says here, you can see 600 from January all the way to July. And then this is their printed up invoice that they've got from the program. Now they made some mistakes here, as you can see on the address, and there's some discrepancies here. We're gonna check that out on the next page because they've done that up for us. Okay, here's the two different accounts, money split, as you can see, split, two different accounts. And what's missing from these payments is the $50 per month for the first 6 months for the security deposit, and then we've got some extra payments also laid in there. All right, let's see all the checks. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is another thing. They've labeled each payment here as a check. We're going to show that to be untrue. They're actually paid in money orders. And this is the Parks invoice of payments made. And they've got the money order numbers along with the payments and the dates of the payments. Also Cash App they used one time. And as it sees, the $50 increments don't show on the ledger for the program. There's other money missing that doesn't show from the program. Here is copies of all the money order receipts, so you can see. See, so there's the $600 payment, the $50 deposits. Shows the money orders were cashed.
This episode was made.
So they changed the dates that they got payments on. They changed the way that the payments were made from money orders to checks. And we just heard a recording. I'm not going to share the recording with you. It's an audio recording made on phone. So we're unsure about the legality of it. But basically, from Molly's mouth, the executive director, from the executive director, sorry guys, a little windy, we had some papers flying there. Let me turn this around so you can see me again. Hey. So from Molly, the executive director, we heard right out of her mouth that the relationship that they had going on was between Molly and Mr. Mathis, and now the agreement, I suppose, is going to be with the Parks and Molly. Supposedly there is no ledger at the Habitat of Humanity showing the Parks here paying any money to Mathis and Mathis giving that money to...
I was calling you, I was calling you to see if your power was out last night.
Oh no, I was not.
The whole block was out last night.
Oh wow.
I need your little.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine. So basically, what's happening here is the Parks are paying Mr. Mathis money. He's not either reporting all of it or any of it to the Habitat for Humanity, and him and Miss Molly have some sort of system worked out, because Habitat for Humanity has no clue that the Parks were in this house, except for Molly, of course. But the rest of the Habitat for Humanity office down here in Valdosta has no clue that these folks were in this house. The Habitat for Humanity International has no clue that the Parks were in this house or that they were paying money. Looking into this, guys. Again, I'll include the video clip of Mr. Mathis telling us what the program is for, and you know, I'll include all links that I can, including to the Facebook and whatnot. So guys, if you could, again, Monday morning, 8 a.m. let's give these guys a call. What time's court date?
8:30.
8:30 is their court date. So let's give these guys a call at 8 o'clock, and see if we can rattle some cages here and see what we got going on here, because this is a travesty that people shouldn't have to go through. And again, you know, when we meet people that are in positions of power like this, they're locally connected, they get that godlike complex. So we want to knock that down a little bit and bring everybody back down to planet Earth, and make sure that they're doing the right thing for the people that, you know, provide us our tax funds to help run these programs and as such. Also, the United Way, I do believe, has grants going to these folks, so we want to call the United Way also and make sure that their grants are being used in the correct way. I'd sure hate for United Way to be getting robbed from these gentlemen and ladies over here doing this stuff. So let's check this out, okay guys? All right, thanks.
Power does what it wants, and now they're just more naked about it. Now they just put it right out front and say, this is what we're doing to you folks.